Welcome to the first ever Monday Momentum on Communicate to Lead. I'm your host, Kele Belton, and if you're a woman in leadership ready to step into your full potential, you are in the right place. In the next 5 minutes, you're getting one strategy to help you become the leader you want to be. Let's dive in. Imagine you're in a meeting, making a point, but then you realize you've been talking for 2 minutes straight. You notice someone checking their phone, someone else's eyes are glazing over, and you think, why am I still talking? Here's the thing, we've all been there. You start explaining something, and then you add context, and then more context, and then an example, and suddenly you are 3 layers deep into explaining something that could have been discussed in 2 sentences. The good news, you don't have to finish the ramble. You can recover in real time without undermining yourself. And today, I'm giving you the exact 60-second reset that will help you redirect yourself mid-meeting and get back on track with confidence. Here's what most people do when they catch themselves rambling. They apologize profusely. They say sorry for going on, or they trail off awkwardly and hope someone else will jump in. That doesn't work, because now you've drawn attention to the fact that you've lost control over your message. Instead, I encourage you to use what I call the 60-second reset. It's 3 simple steps that help you recover gracefully and refocus the conversation on what actually matters. Step 1, cut without apologizing. The moment you realize you're over-explaining, stop mid-sentence if you need to. Don't finish the tangent. Don't wrap it up neatly. Just stop. Then use one of these 4 redirect phrases. Let me bring this back to my main point, or the key takeaway here is, or to summarize what I'm saying, or lastly, in essence, what this means for us is. Notice what you're not saying. You're not saying, sorry for rambling, or I'm not sure where I'm going. I didn't mean to go too long. You are simply redirecting. That's it. That's step 1. Cut without apologizing. Step 2, state your bottom line. Now that you have redirected, state your actual point in 1 clear sentence. Not 2, not 3, 1. This is what you should have said in the first place. So say it now. For example, you could say, we need to push the launch date by 2 weeks to address the quality issues. Or, I recommend we prioritize the customer retention project over the new feature development. Or, the budget reallocation will give us better ROI in Q2. 1 sentence, period, full stop. That's step 2. Step 3, invite engagement. Now, here's the move that transforms this from a recovery tactic into a leadership moment. Instead of continuing to explain, invite someone else into the conversation. Ask a strategic question, and you could say something like, how does that align with what you're seeing in your area? Or, what concerns does that raise for your team? Or even, which approach makes the most sense given our current priorities? This does 3 things. First, it shifts the focus away from you and onto the collective problem solving. Second, it demonstrates that you're interested in collaboration, not simply being heard. And third, it gives you a moment to reset and recalibrate while someone else is talking. Here's what this sounds like in real time. You explaining a new process change, you realize you've been talking too long, you're getting into details nobody asked for. So what do? You stop and say, let me bring this back to the main point. The new process will cut approval time from 5 days to 2. How does that timeline work with your team's current workflow? Done. You've recovered, you've refocused, and you are inviting strategic input, all in about 30 to 40 seconds. Here's why the 60-second reset is so powerful. You're not pretending the ramble didn't happen. You are demonstrating that you can self-correct in real time. That's an actual leadership skill. Great leaders don't need to be perfect. They need to be aware and agile. When you catch yourself going off track and bring it back to what matters most, you are showing people you have command of the conversation, even when you momentarily lost it. And here's what I've seen with my clients who use this. People don't remember the ramble. They remember the clarity of your main point and the fact that you invited their perspective. That is what sticks. So the next time you catch yourself over-explaining in a meeting, use the 60-second reset. Cut without apologizing, state your bottom line in one sentence, and then invite someone else into the conversation. That's how you turn a ramble into a leadership moment. So this is just one piece of what we cover here. If you want more strategies like this, deeper dives, longer strategies, the kind that helps you show up with confidence and get recognized, hit the follow button. I'm here every Thursday with deeper dives. And that's a wrap for today's Monday Momentum. Use the strategy this week and notice what changes. I'll see you on Thursday for our full episode. Until then, trust your voice and lead with confidence.